So good afternoon, guys, and happy Saturday to all of your sunshiny faces. Kind of feels like Sunday to me, but I think my dad's actually taken the nails out upstairs. We kind of have went over layouts and outlets and things that we have to do for upstairs. Then we went to Menards to price and look at some of that stuff and all that, you know, and we have to figure out where we're putting lights and doing new electric and all that kind of stuff. So we have all of that handled right now, or I think for the most part. One of the things that we do have to do though is pull out all of the drywall nails that are upstairs still. That was not finished. So that's one of the big things that we got to get done, which like I said, my dad's making some kind of noise upstairs. That might have been that. But anyways, we got back from Jewel too, so we ran to Jewel and then we also went to Menards. We also got coffee, got Starbucks. So anyway, so we had a small little haul. We went through just self-checkout, but we only spent, it was under 40 bucks for everything, which I think was pretty good because we did end up getting some pretty good stuff here. And in addition to the 5 avocados I got yesterday, got another 10 today. My mom is actually doing with the leftover what's it called, Velveeta cheese. She's going to do like a nacho bar kind of like dinner. And I was like, why not just do some homemade guacamole to go with it too, because I've got 15 avocados, so what's better than making some homemade guacamole? So like I said, I think we're gonna do that too, or I might do that. But I'm also gonna help probably pull some nails out and things like that upstairs as well. But I thought I'd just share with you guys real quick, which I've got a frozen pizza, so I don't want it sitting out too long because it's hot. It's actually supposed to rain, so I'm hoping it's gonna cool down just a little bit today because of that. And then tomorrow's only supposed to be like in the 60s, which will be much cooler. And then it's supposed to snow on Monday. So it is like, yesterday I think was actually a high of 82. Today is only supposed to be like 79 or 78, I think. But again, too, now that the sun is being hidden by the clouds, I feel like it's cooling down just a little bit, and it's very breezy, which is actually very nice. But that's probably because, again, the storm's blowing through. So come here, Bliss, she's panting. Anyway, so let me share with you guys what we got from Jewel today. So like I was saying, we ended up picking up all these things. It was only $37.66, 93 cents of that was tax, and we saved $64.35 for a 64% savings, which again I think is really, really awesome. So they did have some advertised just for you deals that were going on. Those were the crackers, I think the cereals, the body armor, the bread. That was the Saturday sampler. The apples and the avocados were all advertised. This was the only thing that wasn't. This was a personalized just for you kind of coupon offer deal. So I'll share that with when I get around to all that with you guys. But to start off with the body armors, those were 89 cents each. They were a limit of 10, so we got 10 of them for $8.90, which I think is a good price because I told you guys, normally with sports drinks, we like to stay under at least $1 per bottle. And like, you know, like 99 cents normally or less, you know, like I said, right around $1. But like I said, so I thought that was really good for 89 cents. Then they also had the saltine crackers, which is like saltine crackers, the square hearty crackers, and the oyster and soup crackers. Those were $1.49. These are normally a very expensive brand of like oyster and saltine crackers. They're normally, I think, like close to $5 a box or something crazy like that, but they were on sale for only $1.49. They were a limit of 4, so they ended up only costing it was $6 for the 4 of them. So they were a limit of 4 with the just for you coupon. And like I said too, they do retail at $4.99. So typically expensive crackers, but we got them cheap, so it was a good deal. And then the bread, that was on sale for $2.49. When you buy 2, you have to buy 2 to get them at that price. You don't have to buy that many of the crackers or the body armor. The cereal and the bread you do have to buy in multiple, or you have to buy 2 to get them at that price. So the brownberry, we got the 12 grain bread, or 12 grains and seed bread, and then the country style white. That was on sale, like I said, for $2.49 when you buy 2. So it's about $5, but look at that, guys. They retail at $5.29. So I got them for, again, $4.98 for 2 of them, which is what one of them normally costs pretty much. So that was a good deal. And then also too, the Hillsborough, this little frappe chocolate espresso kind of drink. We'll try this out for coffee one day maybe. Looks like you add some ice and those kind of things, and you do them in the blender, which is cool. So this was free with the Saturday sampler. I think it's normally like $1.29, which which isn't too bad. But again, with the Saturday sampler, that was free, so I got that totally free, which was awesome. They also had Envy apples. A 3-pound bag, or I'm sorry, 2-pound bag was only 99 cents. So that's awesome. It's 49 cents a pound. These are nice small little apples for, you know, like snack apples and things like that. Also too, Bliss loves apples. She like loves apples. So a lot of times I will just kind of like, we have like ones that are kind of older, I'll cut them up and give them to her because she loves apples. It's funny too, whenever you're eating an apple, like sometimes too I'll be eating like, you know, snacking on something else that's not an apple. She comes and she begs for it because she loves apples so much. So like I said, that's a really good price though for those. And then again too, the avocados, those were only 69 cents. Now, as I was telling you guys yesterday, I sent my dad to go and get the ones from Tony's. It was supposed to be like the smaller 5-count bag was only $1.99, which is a really good deal. However, they didn't have the 5-count bag. My dad thought that I meant 5 apples. So he ended, or I'm sorry, not apples, avocados. So he ended up picking up 5 avocados that ended up totaling about $8. These were only 69 cents. It was a limit of 10 with the Just For You coupon. So we picked up 10 of them for only $6.80 instead of the 5 for $8 like yesterday. So again, too, though, that was a really good deal. And like I said, I got a lot of avocados, and for such, I don't want those $8 ones to go to waste, but I also, again too, for 69 cents wanted to definitely pick up 10 of these. So I did. Like I said, we'll probably do maybe a guacamole to go with dinner as well. I'll possibly look at making that. And then lastly, they had the Signature Select pizzas were $3.03 with the Just For You coupon. It was a personalized Just For You coupon, so this probably isn't available for everybody, but because I bought pizzas several times at Jewel, a lot of times they'll give you coupons that kind of like as an incentive to have you, like, you know, again, come back and get some more of their products, especially their store products too. Like Signature Select is a store brand from Jewel, so like, you know, that kind of stuff. So this is at half price. I think they retail about $6, so that was, like I said, a pretty decent price. And normally for like pizzas, I like to pay around $3. Depends on how like luxury brand, I guess, the pizzas are, where, like I said, sometimes certain brands I might pay a little bit more for, but like that's normally where I try and stick to, because I think all these price for their super basic pizzas are normally just about $3 anyway. So again, they used to be like $2, but I think again too, everything's expensive now. So I think they're about $3. So again, that was a good deal. And then lastly too, the Just For You coupon that was advertised this week, they had the Cinnamon Toast Crunch and the Honey Nut Cheerios. Those were $2.99 each with the Just For You coupon. It was a, when you buy 2, and it was a limit of 2. So you had to buy 2 to get them at that price. However, I also did have $1 off of 2 General Mills cereal. So instead of paying about $6, I only paid $5 for the 2 of them, which are the big family size, 18.8 ounces, and I ended up only paying $2.50 for those. So that's like almost buying 2 boxes for getting them for like that price of that size, which, like I said, I thought was actually a good deal for like I said, the family size, and that's like $1.25 or so probably per box, like, because I think the regular size boxes are like close to like 10-ish pound or 10-ish ounces, or smaller than that, like 9 ounces maybe, something like that. So again too, that's about double the size with the family size. So that was a good deal as well. And again, like I said, we saved like $60, only spent about $40 on these things. I thought that was really good deals this week for some of these, you know, items that again too are things that we do buy and use a lot. Like again too, sports drinks, the bread, that's like staple, you know, we need bread every week. And then to the cereal, which we're running close to running out of. I know the wind is blowing the door closed upstairs right now, and you're freaking out over it, huh? He's getting so freaked out, and you guys can hear the blinds behind me are blowing too, because like I said, it's kind of, you guys can see that it's kind of windy out right now, because again, the storm is blowing through. And the door upstairs, we took all the trim and stuff like that off upstairs, so, and the windows are open, so the door just keeps blowing back and forth. I think my dad's propping it open now. But anyways, I'm gonna get this stuff all put away. It looks like I don't think we're supposed to get a bad storm. My dad just looked at, I never saw anything like thunderstorm warning or anything, but it's like getting real dark outside. So anyways, I'm gonna get this put away and get the pizza out to the freezer before it starts downpouring. So guys, it is late. It's not that late, but I'm going to get to bed. I actually already showered because me and my dad ended up in the hot humidity and heat. Actually, the humidity wasn't horrible, but the heat mainly. We were upstairs and my dad was taking out, well, we were both taking out all of the last of the screws and nails, like drywall nails, or drywall screws, and like the nails that were holding the drywall in place after we tore down all the drywall. That was still all left, so some of it came out a little bit, it's a tiny bit came out with the drywall. The rest of it we needed to like pull out ourselves out of the wood that's up there, and so we ended up doing that, but it took a long time and it was just like a boring, tedious process. But I told you guys too how I'd already finished like 2 of the walls pretty much, so we finished everything too. My dad was doing the ceiling while I was doing the other walls that I hadn't finished. The only thing we need to get to is the sloped, like the slanted roof, which my dad's gonna do tomorrow, probably early in the morning, and then we are going to tear the carpet out tomorrow, which I told you guys I think sometime in May or the end of April perhaps. They do like a citywide like garbage big day where it costs a couple garbage stickers and you can put anything basically that they can still haul in the garbage truck in there. Whereas like again, normally if it's like, oh, you're throwing away a mattress or something like that, you have to have so many stickers to do it. You can, whatever you can fit out on your curb, and like I said, they can lift, you can put you know, all out on this garbage day for just whatever the allotment of stickers are. So we're gonna get rid of that in our couch that's upstairs as well. So we're going to do that, but we're gonna have to store the carpet somewhere. So I think it's just honestly gonna go either in the garage or else just on the back porch for right now, like I said, because there's a couple days that we're gonna end up getting it there. But we figured out what we're doing upstairs, I think, for the most part. For like we're actually going to build a couple of walls upstairs, and then also too, we're going to well, we were kind of figuring out today when we were at Menards what we were going to do for outlets, but then everything ended up kind of like slowly changing and we didn't end up actually getting any of this stuff. So that's, we did kind of work a little bit of that out and kind of finalizing, I guess, like floor plan sort of for upstairs. So anyways, that's somewhat done now. And again too, like, you know, that's what we were looking at when we went to Menards today, but we didn't end up actually getting anything. We came back home again too, like I said, we got all the work stuff done upstairs. Then this afternoon it's been kind of raining on and off, and I think it's raining right now. I have my window open a little bit because it's supposed to get really, like, it's supposed to, I think, only be 62 or 66 as a high tomorrow, and then whereas it was like 79 I think today, and like 82 by Monday. It's supposed to, we're under like a flash freeze warning, and it's supposed to get down to being in the 30s, I think 36, and it's supposed to snow because again too, it's supposed to be raining, and then we're gonna get the snow on Monday. And it's supposed to be like 36 is what I saw. But it's funny because all day tomorrow it's supposed to be dropping like 1 degree per hour pretty much until we get down to, like I said, where by tomorrow night it will be snowing, and like, or like by yeah, I think sunset it said it was supposed to start snowing. So it's gonna be really cold. But then I was telling you guys too, like by, it's supposed to be cold for like a couple days, and then by like next week it's supposed to get really warm again. So at least the cold will not be sticking around for too long. But we have to close the windows because I'm scared that it's going to rain in. And I was telling you guys too how like one window I can't really get closed just because of where my chair is right in here. Like I don't have easy access to be able to just shut it if it starts raining really hard and I know it's like raining in. So that's why I have my other window open a little bit, because again too, it's still hot and it's still really warm, and like I don't want to not have the window open at all. But I know it's gonna get cold, and again too, I know it's raining, but like as of right now, like I don't know if I'll be able to sleep in my room if it gets like too hot. So but that's why like I said, I have it partially closed right now. But again too, because we were upstairs working and all that, it was hot, and I just was like, I feel gross, and I was like, having to sit on the floor a lot of times to pull out some of the drywall nails that were on like the by the bottom, and so sitting on the floor, and I was already like kind of hot and a little sweaty, and then I sitting in kind of like the drywall dust, it all started sticking to me, and I was like, this is so gross, I need to take a shower. So I already took a shower, I just brushed my teeth, I'm just gonna put my pajamas on and go straight to bed, which is so weird because like my routine is always take a shower before I go to bed. I'm like, am I actually gonna be tired enough to just fall asleep without like taking a shower first? I don't know, it's gonna be weird. We'll have to see how long it takes me to fall asleep. But I'm also tired because I went to bed kind of late last night, but I woke up early so we could go to the grocery store and to Menards, and like I said too, we put in some decent work today. It was just long and tedious. It wasn't like, oh, we have a ton to show for it because we got all this stuff done. It was just a long, boring process in doing that. But I told you guys too, like while everybody was ripping out a lot of the drywall and insulation that was upstairs, I was doing that anyway at that time, just so that again too, like we were all kind of up there, you know, like everybody was working and things, and I was like picking up the garbage too at that same time. And then when I wasn't doing that, I was pulling out those because I was like, this is going to take a really long time if I have to, you know, like do this all in one day. And that was kind of today, like I said, but at least it was kind of halved, where like I did half of it one of the other days and then again the other half today. So that's done at least, which is nice. But like I was saying, we still have some stuff that has to get done, and then we changed the plans kind of. We already got a quote for the drywall, and now we're going to have to wait until we end up having probably the same person we were going to have do the drywall actually build us the new walls. But we also don't know too, do we do the flooring before we put the walls up, or should we do it after? And like, so we're, like I said, into a whole kind of process right now of all this stuff that we have to kind of figure out. And then we're waiting on the windows downstairs, but the problem is we also need to get one of the windows replaced upstairs, because we realized that it wasn't, when they must have replaced it when we moved into the house, and over the years they didn't seal it properly, and so it's been leaking into the wall, and the wood piece even underneath it looks like it needs to be replaced, which is lovely. And again too, some of that stuff that you wouldn't possibly know had you not taken down, you know, all the walls and the drywall and the insulation to be able to see that. But that's one of the other things too, is that we also don't want to put in drywall and insulation and all this other stuff if the window's not replaced. And again too, we're already waiting for the ones that we already had, you know, a quote for. We already have in the process of getting them ordered and things like that to wait to even be installed. So we can't do this as like an expedited kind of thing either. So like I said, I don't know where we sit in like the whole process of order of operations, I guess, and getting things done, but I will keep you guys up to date. Like I said, tomorrow at least is pulling out the carpets, and then after that, like I said, I think we can do the insulation, but like I said, we might not be able to do the spot by that window. But other than that, we can also do the electric upstairs, which we're going to move things around and stuff like that. But we also have to do some of the insulation and the outlets on the walls that we're going to be building, which is going to be a whole, like I said, whole nother thing. But again too, it's a process, but we're working on it, and I have a little bit more time also too. I told you guys we were trying to get it done by May, which is when Matthew's supposed to be home, but he is looking at actually getting an internship, and if he does, he probably will be staying at his like school still, because I think he has rent until July or something like that. So we might actually have a little bit more time than we've been thinking, that we're trying to kind of rush to get this stuff done. So if we have a little bit more playtime, or a little bit more you know, like wiggle room in there, you know, and have that, we might not have to again rush so much to get some of this stuff done. Which again too, we can kind of take it in the order of things that we need to get done a little bit better, like I was saying. So either way, we'll see you guys in tomorrow's vlog, keep you guys updated. But if you guys did enjoy today's, make sure you guys give a big old thumbs up. If you guys are new, we'd love it if you'd subscribe, and I'll see you all very soon, shiny pieces tomorrow. So bye guys.